we're kind of taking it in phases. So phase one for me was just secure funding to get as many shields as I can to Sunnybrook and North York. We just eclipsed 700 units this week, and we'll probably, with the funding that we've had, get to 800 or so. Once we deliver those units to Sunnybrook and North York General, then we're looking at phase two, which is, potentially pivoting the business that I typically run with Javelin into medical device production as a whole. And, typically we do additive manufacturing for every industry. So it's looking at, okay, well, how do we position this? How do we pivot if things seem to be slowing down for our regular business? And I mean, that was kind of the vision I had from the get-go, right? I don't want to just keep plugging away at what we normally do. If it's not working, you need to have the strategy to pivot and overcome, because, fortunately, I think I have the background in health sciences to understand the significance and the timelines of the pandemic, but a lot of people just on the commercial side of things, a lot of wishful thinking in terms of when we're going to be back. So that's kind of where the project started from. And quite honestly, every day, like we're seeing where it goes. Every day things change. New things come out. It seems that the procurement issue from hospitals has been sorted by a lot of the larger companies, right? So it's okay. Now are we going to look at hitting the second tier and third tier users? What is even the need? Everyone's focused on, okay, well, clinics, of course, hospitals, retirement facilities, long-term care clinics, those all need it. But people seem to be overlooking, okay, well, what about the public transit industry, for example? Are people going to need to be protected in that? I know Winnipeg's looking at having every single person in the public transit sector wearing a face shield, stuff like that. So we're looking at, potentially going to that next step of how are we going to hit those types of users.